Welcome back to Project Remodel. Today we're going to be working on my daughter Cailin's room. As you can see behind me, we've already primed the walls. I didn't get a shot of the before picture, but it was a really dark red color, which my daughter loved, but my wife did not. So we're changing that. So we've already primed the walls. I've also worked on changing an outlet out with a USB outlet. I'm going to show you that here in just a sec. And then I'm going to push it down to the bottom of the box so I know it's on the bottom. Now I don't know if they're interchangeable or not when it goes to that new plug, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. It may be just a little bit too long, and if that's the case, just take out your needle nose pliers, clip off that little bit, and then it should work a lot better. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. It's all put back together. Fold up the lines and push the box in. All it's left to do is put it all back together. And that's how easy it is to change a three-prong outlet in your room. And it works with any three-prong outlets. It doesn't have to be these USB ones. It can be just a normal three-prong outlet. And I've also moved and put in a new outlet into an existing wall behind the TV, so that way we can hide the cords from that TV. So once we get that, and I'll show you that as well here in just a second. So this part of the project is a little bit more difficult. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking one of these boxes that you use to put in an electrical box in an existing wall, and then you just draw around it. Now don't draw over the top points here and here, because those need to stay on the, we're going to feed it up through the box, through that top hole, and we're going to feed it up to where our hole is up top that we just cut. Okay, so we got this all trimmed back. We'll take our pigtail and do the exact same thing. And then we take our wire nut and we twist it on. We've got our wire, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our box and we're going to feed that up through the hole that we popped earlier. And there we go. All finished. Second. And then I will show you the full painting of the room. And Cailin picked the shark fin color, which I showed you in the last Let's Talk About It episode, as well as talking about the plugs and such. So let's just get into it. And that's it. It's completed. We got one coat is all we needed with the good Valspar paint with primer in it. It worked out great, one good coat. This whole room used about one can of paint. We had a little bit left over that we can use for any touch-ups that we might see come up. As you can see from the panning view, there's a little bit of discoloration. It's still wet. We literally just finished and got all the stuff cleaned out, so it hasn't quite dried yet, but it will here in a couple hours, and it'll be good to go. We got the plug added, and we changed out the other outlet to the USB outlet, so this project went as planned, a little bit better than the cabinet one did. So, but other than that, it's a great project. It's a quick one-day project. If you get a good primer and a good paint like the Valspar, you can put that primer on, it'll dry in a couple hours, and then you can go ahead and put your normal coat on and it'll dry in a couple hours. So it is a one-day project that you could do really easily, really quickly, and relatively cheaply. We got these paints with a $15 rebate. So we paid, I think, $35 per can, and we'll get a $15 rebate from each can. So it came out to about 15–20 bucks a can. Took 2 cans of paint with primer and paint. So 40 bucks, and we were able to do the entire room. So think about that for your next project. Lowe's runs deals like that all the time, so does Home Depot. So, you know, if you want to try it yourself, it's always a good time whenever stuff is on sale. So until next time, I'm Jeff Eichmeyer, and this is Project Remodel.